This is Lancy here with post commentary because Bandicam likes to be complicated.
Hello. Have a
It's
good one.
me accepting quests like usual.
With you for the Alliance.
In a minute I'll point out things different. I think I leveled up to 1 level. As for the guild, I'm not sure when it leveled or last time it was leveled, but it's almost 17. See? Now I'm gonna go ahead with what I said before. Me showing the BOA because you can send BOA across servers now, realms. And no, this is not a private server. I don't even know how to make the stupid things or even join one. And we're gonna queue for a dungeon right here. Now I'm gonna say what I was gonna say earlier. The only macros I'm gonna use is resurrection macros. Because on my mage, I have a macro for mirror image saying mirror image is activated. I got called a fag for that. Yeah, for just having a macro going saying mirror image is activated. You know how the tanks usually have an add-on that states when they silence something? We had a tank with that add-on. But I can't fast forward right there, so saying yeah, he silenced something and he got called a fag for that too. Who was calling a fag was a DPS warrior, and the healer was calling us both fags for having that. I guess either they were really jealous or they're 6-year-olds, which if they're 6-year-olds, they shouldn't be playing games, just sitting out, just going outside and having fun like a normal kid. I had that childhood. I got to go outside and play. Not showing my ignore list because right then I guess I said that the reason why I put so many people on my ignore list is because they're just a bunch of children. And WoW community's not the best to start in. Though I highly doubt that Scrolls Online's community's gonna be any better. And I bet you anything there's gonna be people who's already done through the whole thing in a matter of days and complain about it being too boring. I bet you, because that's what people do. That's why I usually take my time with things. Now, I'm not in the beta of Scrolls Online, so. But it's an MMO, so you don't have to expect much for an MMO. For the community wise, graphics and that I can't really tell you. Kill a hyena and enter this dungeon. Now these videos are 20 minutes long plus. But there is a catch to it. There is only going to be 2 episodes at a time. And I will not record until the 2 episodes are in there. Now this dungeon. That healer. He doesn't do it now, but he will do it later. He pulls and pulls and pulls. And pulls. I don't care that you can heal through it. You don't pull extra groups because I can guarantee you the tank, like this one's not even BOA, and he had a hard time with aggro. Because the tank, it wasn't the tank's fault, it was just too much for him to aggro because of this blasted healer. What is your name? Velbriz of Moonguard. So if you have a healer, unless your tank pulls bigger groups than what you see right now, do not pull extra groups because they're probably not gonna keep aggro on such big groups. Plus, you had to factor in maybe they're new to their class, which by now you shouldn't tell them how to tank because you're just gonna piss more than the tank off. You're gonna piss me off if I'm in the group with you. I respect the new people, but if they're douches, I'd say go for it. By the way, I like this rogue. Also, this dungeon, for me, is known for the face pulling and ninjaing. Luckily, this group didn't have a ninja, but it did have a face puller who looks at healer. I'm using Audacity, so I was seeing if it was still going. The reason I have to post commentates is because Bandicam likes to be complicated and then record my voice. Until I cut it because I was on a fly point that took forever. And that's when I noticed, hey, Bandicam didn't record my voice. Shit. And I'm just gonna stand right there and let the tank pull on that because I know it ran into the pigs. I think the other girl is a paladin. Or monk. I think it's a monk. Yes, it's a monk. So we had a druid healer, face puller, a warrior tank who doesn't have a shield, so he's probably completely new, a rogue, and a monk. And of course me, the warlock. The puntable warlock. And here I'm looking for a spell I had on my 90 warlock, which I think the abilities changed when you level up to 90 for one of the spells. It's the Curse of El Elam something. It's the little green thing with the sword right next to the guy who's puking, next to the shadow boat icon. And I think I gave up on searching for it. Just started attacking. One thing I don't like about Bandicam is you can't record Minecraft with it because it slows. And it's like, really? Really? Right here, the rogue will come back in and then he'll leave because he supposedly got lost, which he shouldn't get lost from where we were because it's a straight line. And here we aggroed a boss, but at the time, well, I did note it, but at the time I typed in we forgot a boss, you'll see it, which is a noob move. I completely forgot we killed it. And I actually ran into that stealth pig you see going across. Also, my brother actually found a way to fix the small screen issue. Apparently, Movie Maker doesn't have it on widescreen as default, so wait for it. Wait for it. Not yet, not yet. And then he leaves. Right there, he left. I think he ninja'd that. Here I said the same thing I said earlier. It's a straight line to where we were. So, and then we get a balance druid. It's not the druid that pulls. The one that pulls, it's a healer. Right here is when I do my noob move. And the balance druid left for no apparent reason. Apparently it doesn't like progress groups. Here's the noob move. See, I'm typing it right now. Because I completely forgot we already took the boss out. I ran into that. And there I noticed that we got him. Now we have a... No, it was a warrior. That was a Worgen warrior that entered. Yeah, I was double checking the boss right there. You could say this warrior tank we have was in the wrong spec, but for small groups he kept pretty good aggro, which DPS warriors couldn't do that. Trust me, I tried. Because we had no tank at the time, I had a blade tank and I had no taking spec. Because I'm a scaredy cat. I can heal just fine, I'm afraid of tanking. It scares me. Even when I have the sub tank, it scares the shit out of me. Because as soon as aggro's gone from you, you get blamed. And if the healer gets hit even once, you get blamed. Which brings me to the notion of something else I said in this video about healers that keep pulling. When we wipe, and that because the healer pulled extra mobs and the tank couldn't handle it, either the mage, the tank, or the hunter gets blamed when they didn't even do it. In fact, in one of my groups, healer did just that and we did wipe. And he blamed it on the mage we have, but the mage was looting all the way back. She wasn't even near where we were, and yet she got blamed. Since I'm such a nice person, I pointed out it was the healer's fault, and the healer bitched at me, and then the tank got on my side, which is good when the tank gets on your side, and said it was the healer, and the healer pulled extra mobs and left like a douche. I think later after this he starts pulling. Sorry for the red Gmail sounds. My brother showed me how to turn that off, but I forgot. I'm hitting my mic, sorry. I think it's up here he starts pulling. He probably pulled that. Watch it. Watch it. We're actually coming up to the end of the video, but watch, he's gonna go across that bridge. See, he moon-fired, and he comes back across, and there's the group he just pulled. All of that. The tank could not handle it. As you can clearly see on the sidebar, the tank couldn't handle it. Everyone else was getting aggro. So if you're healing, you do this, you better damn well look at your tank very well before you even think about doing it. Because if your tank can't handle it, You better damn well stop. We got a few seconds coming up. I think after the screw died, I ended it. Thank you, healer, for making this very difficult for us. So this has been Lancy, signing out. Bye! The shit I do for money. Ugh.